Ran the low hurdles, discus. What else can he do?
Anything he wants.
That's right.
Standard joke, right?
Round one.
Zanon said coming into this fight that he'd have to rely on his speed, that he was not a puncher. So we don't expect to see him even try to swap with Norton.
Norton is 223, Zanon is 207. Norton was 32 in August. Zanon just celebrated his 26th birthday last Saturday. Both are 6'3" in height. At least that is how they are listed. Left hand by Norton caught Zanon backing away. We just past the 1 minute mark into round one, which means that Norton, should he stop Zanon, I'm not saying he will, but should he won't eclipse that 58 seconds recorded against Bobby.
Last fight, we just had time for that station break. That's all.
Identify the color of the trunks, and that was it, huh?
That's it.
Round one of a scheduled 10-rounder between Ken Norton and Lorenzo Zanon. If you've just joined us, Jimmy Young took a 10-round decision over Jody Ballard in the previous fight. Right here on Night on the Heavyweights. Night on with the Heavyweights on NBC here in Las Vegas.
Zanon isn't exactly on a bicycle. He's going after him.
Surprisingly so.
Really.
Zanon has a record of 20 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 7 knockouts among those 20 wins. Norton 38 and 4, of which 31 have been in knockouts. Sure did.
One of Zanon's victories was over Alfredo Evangelista, the man who went 15 rounds with Ali. Zanon took him out in 8.
I'll tell you right now, I got to give this round to Zanon.
Certainly looks like he didn't come here to admire Kenny's physique.
Let's point out that Evangelista went 15 with Ali. Closing seconds of round one.
Hear the screech, hear the roar.
Zanon 15 points, Norton 12 points after 1 round, according to the judges here at ringside. Joey Giambra is the referee. Third man of the ring, former middleweight contender.
Muhammad Ali has predicted that Norton will knock Zanon out in 2 rounds. Shaverson said he'll do it in 3.
We are now in round 2.
Fighters are like pitchers. They're the worst predictors in the world.
I was about to say Zanon doesn't look like a guy ready to fall, but then again, it only takes 10 seconds.
There's a young lady that goes around the ring between rounds holding up a card indicating what the next round is going to be. And I was watching her.
Whoa!
Norton is miffed. Giambra says, all right, Kenny, cool down. Kenny got miffed and would try to impale him on the ring post. Slipped inside that left.
I think it's the other side of the coin. Ali says that Norton's style bothers him. I think Zanon's style is bothering Norton. Can't hit him yet.
Just with an overhand right.
This badly.
Zanon won the first round, 15 points to 12 points in the must-buy 5-point must winning system. This is scheduled to go 10. For those of you who might have just joined us, mandatory 8 count on a knockdown and 3 knockdowns in 1 round. That rule has been waived.
For you expert fight fans, Norton's corner is hollering right hand inside. Right hand inside.
Double right hand inside.
I don't know. They're both listed as 6'3" guys.
They can say what they want because Zanon can't understand it anyhow.
Hey, Mom!
Oh, hiya, Sonny.
Stop sitting around, Mom. Let's take a...
Round
There have been no knockdowns.
3. So Ali's comments about a prediction, not too well. Right now, Zanon is leading 30 to 26. 30 to 26, a 4-point lead for Zanon. Picked up 1 more point there in the second round.
We classify that as a surprise, but we also recall that Mr. Ballard was leading Mr. Young by about the same margin at this point in their play.
Got a score here, guys. Baltimore won the first game 6-5. They're leading the second one 3-1 at the end of 6.5. Yankees beat the Red Sox 2-0.
Earl Weaver's no names continue to do it.
I tell you, that'll be a big game Saturday. Baltimore and Boston, and New York and Detroit. That's the game of the week.
Zanon's corner yelling out there to use his left. Charlie Cantor's his trainer. He speaks English as well. Left hook by Norton right above us caught Zanon coming in. We are in round 3. Zanon has a 4-point lead at this point.
I'm surprised at Zanon's lack of respect for Kenny's punching power, really. Not that he's walking into the face of anything, but really he has shown no reluctance to come on in and throw what he wants to.
Muhammad Ali's prediction that Zanon would fall in 2 is going by the board. Shaver said 3. We are now in the 3rd. Ernie watching back in Youngstown, and Muhammad watching on NBC back in Wilkes-Barre.
Norton's corner is hollering, don't wait, go to the body, but Zanon is hitting and running.
Norton starting to chase. He slipped. Norton slipped and went into a headlock by Zanon. Round 3. Ooh, a couple of left hands by Norton. Caught Zanon as they were swinging each other around there.
Kenny's a little strong, isn't he? He just swung Lorenzo there and took the other hand and whacked him.
God weighs Zanon 223 to 207.
Norton looks to the referee for help. He says, look, you're letting the guy get away with it.
10 seconds to go in round 3, scheduled for 10. We go into round 4, and Zanon has picked up still 1 more point, now leads 45 to 40. At the end of 3, he led by 3, by 4, and now by 5. As we start round 4, and Norton coming out with a vengeance here, realizing he's behind, or does he realize he's behind? Jimmy Young didn't, or said he didn't, though he was behind Jody Ballard in our last fight.
Okay, you're locked. You're locked. Your hands inside.
All right.
For those of you, we'll recap what's happened in our program tonight on our Night in Boxing. Brian, you want to do that?
Okay, in our first bout, Leroy Jones stopped Greg Johnson, unanimous decision. Larry Holmes stopped Young Sanford, the 7th round TKO, 47 seconds into that round. Ron Lyle won a majority decision over Stan Ward, very close decision, contested one. And Jimmy Young came on strong to pull out a decision over Jody Ballard. Now we're watching Lorenzo Zanon holding a lead, surprising lead, over Ken Norton.
Norton's starting to double up, though. He hooked him good twice.
Neither man has been down. We are now in the 4th round. Lorenzo Zanon, many said wouldn't last the first round with Norton. The young man who was a pretty good fullback in soccer and growing up in a little small village in Italy has taken the lead and held it.
He's cute.
Raising right by Zanon. Throws that left out. Backs away from the left, and a hard left hand thrown by Norton. Catches him on the side. And again, referee Joey Giampa breaks him up. Norton with a tremendous right hand. Caught Zanon on the jaw. A tremendous right hand. Caught Zanon on the left jaw. Oh, that was the toughest punch of the fight.
He loaded that one up for sure.
Can't figure him out, so he's going to have to knock him out. He's confused, Norton is, but he tagged him that time.
Surprising resilience at this point by Zanon.
Zanon took it. Took a tremendous shot.
Little high on the head it was.
Maybe a cheek ball. Right in there.
Norton is looking at his corner for help. He looked right at it and hesitated.
Closing seconds of round 4.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Round 5. It is still Zanon in front by 5 points. That was see the totals right there. Zanon with 59 points. Norton with 54. We go into round 5.
Got to open up right
Despite that crunching right hand by Norton, there was still room in even round.
Kenny can't find him right now. He can't figure him out.
They want him to land body punches. The corner of Norton keeps powering up the middle, and he just can't seem to land.
Pull back on the trigger on that right hand there. Well, he said it before, and maybe somebody knew something. Zanon was lined up to fight Ali in South Korea. Ali decided to take on Evangelista, a man that Zanon had beaten. Evangelista wound up going 15 rounds with Ali, and Zanon is now leading in the 5th round here with Norton.
Kenny's
All
got
of
it.
it on the Night of the Heavyweights on NBC. Yes, Frank.
I was going to say, Kenny's got to be saying, I didn't need this kind of a test.
And Ali who meets Ernie Shavers on the 29th of September. Watching all of this back in Pennsylvania.
It's not enough for Norton to win. He's got to win decisively because he's at the peak of his career. This should be almost like an elimination bout, as Jimmy Young referred to it. He's got to win decisively.
Come on, work, baby. Get off first. Get off first.
Overhand right by Norton. Now
That
he's
left hand was a little low.
Zanon's trying to throw some of his own counterattack here. Norton finally has found Zanon. Now what do you do?
The body. He's doubling up with the body.
Get off first. Get off. Get off. Don't wait.
Right hand. Overhand. tremendous right hand. Zanon is looking at referee Joey Jomber, pulls himself up with one hand on the strand. Let's see if he can keep his...
He better get on a bike right now.
Norton going to work on him. Right.
Down at the bell.
Down he went at the bell. Zanon is on his back. Lorenzo Zanon is on his back at the end of round 5. Second time he's gone
He's
down
not
in the
gonna make
last
it.
minute or so. It's
He's
all
not
over.
going to make it.
It's all over. And Kenny Norton has stopped Lorenzo Zanon here in the 5th round. Quite a finish to that fight after throwing at the Zanon had led by 5 points going into that 5th round. It was Kenny Norton coming back and a devastating right hand to the top of the head, knocked him down. He got up, closing seconds, and was unable to move it. Went down again at the closing moments of round 5.
We were watching Norton trying to figure out Zanon, and really, Joe, I don't think he ever did figure him out, but he got him the good shot, and that basically was the fight.
He started to hit him into the body with some wicked body blows, and I think that Zanon, leaning on those ropes, he countered, tried to at least, Zanon did, and when Norton let fly to the body, it just seemed to set up that room service shot that he got at his jaw. He really hit him.
And it was a wicked shot, an overhand right that took him down, and Zanon got back up, about the count of 6. Look at the knockout. You see Norton toweling off right there. Here it is coming up right here.
There's that right hand. An overhand right. He just got over the left hand of Zanon. Down he goes. He seemed to be in control of himself, though, Brian, when he came
Yeah,
up.
he really did, but he was definitely hurt. And it was right in Norton's corner. He got up and retreated to the opposite corner, but at that time Kenny had smelled it, and he was pouring it in. He was loading them up, and he landed another one, and it was pretty obvious when he went down that Lorenzo was not going to make it by 10.
Who's your other judge?
He hit you and he hurt you.
He really does.
Norton seems to have a little mouse over his eye, and as you watch it, he pointed to it, and he as much as indicated to the fans who were kind of needling him that he's all right. But right now, Muhammad Ali is waiting. I'm sure he has 1,000 comments. Let's see what he's got.
Outclassed him, whooping Ken Norton, but not being experienced and Norton having a little power, he got hit. But I was shocked to see Jolie Ballard the same way was beating Jimmy Young till he caught on. But the experience won the fight. But if that man could have taken a punch, or if he could have had a little class, or if he could take what I take and still continue with that pace, he would win the fight. But he just didn't have the championship quality. But it shows the weaknesses in Young and Norton if a man can press him and can keep going and not really give up.
Are you impressed that Ken Norton has come on to win his last 2 fights by knockouts?
No. He's fighting people, same people that when I fight, they call them bums, and I'm fighting nobody.
Okay, let's go to Ernie Shavers now in
the
Youngstown,
Acorn,
Ohio.
the Acorn. Where you at, Corn? Where you at, Corn?
Parting words for Muhammad Ali?
There he is, I see him.
I just want him to take him into New York about 2 weeks prior to the fight. Make sure you be there, you know. That's all I ask.
Be there. I'm going to eat you up. I'm going to do you in.
We'll all see on the 29th. We'll see.
Yeah, come on. Don't you talk. You enough trouble now. Don't you run your mouth. I'm going to do you in. I'm going to put a ghetto color folks whipping on you, boy. I'm going to shine your head. I'm going to bring a rag and shine your head.
So on Ken Norton, the note, knocking out Zanon. This is Joe Garagiola saying good night for Stu Nahan and Brian Gumbel from Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas, Nevada. A night with the heavyweights has been brought to you by the one word for beer, Schlitz. Pass the word.
At the time of the countdown, the time is 3 minutes, 8 seconds.
On September 29th, it's Muhammad Ali versus Ernie Shavers from Madison Square Garden. Now this Saturday, it's baseball, Baltimore against Boston, the Yankees versus the Tigers, and Grandstand starts it off. And the Yankees beat the Boston Red Sox tonight, a home run by Jackson. Baltimore on its way to winning a doubleheader. They won their first game, and they were leading the second one, so it'll be a big Saturday of baseball here. You check your local listings for the game in your area. It's either Boston
least in our unofficial estimation, has won 14 of his 15 bouts. The referee goes over and tells him the final round is about to start. The warning buzzer for the 8th and final round. Final round, Bobby Hughes in the white trunks, Frankie Benitez in the blue. Frankie ahead. Bobby, I think, needs a knockout to win this one, but I've been wrong before. Scoring on a rounds basis with a supplementary point system if the rounds come out even on an official's card. Two minutes left in this round. And I listened to some of these comments or cheers or entreaties from a fighter's friends or relatives in the audience, Lloyd, and I think when they don't know what else to say, they say stick him, stick him.
Yeah.
You notice that?
Yes, duh.
Now the last thing Bobby Hughes needs to do now is stick him. He needs to win by a knockout. Stick him might win this round for him, but it won't win the fight.
Yeah, I think I have to agree with you. You know, the funny part about this, Don, is that Hughes, who is not that much of a bobber and weaver, he doesn't block punches that much, yet he holds his hands so low.
Yeah.
Now, ordinarily, a man who moves quite a bit, like Cassius Clay, or myself, who's a bobber and weaver, we can hold our hands low. But here's a man who's not bobbing and weaving that much. He doesn't move that much, yet he holds his hands low. That's why he's getting hit so much.
He sure is. That was a good analysis, Floyd. Very good. .30 seconds left now, half a minute, and this 8-round bout will be over, but it's been a good one, a lively one.
Hughes' corner is telling him to stay on top of him. At this point, I wouldn't think that would be the thing to do, stay on top of him. I would be yelling, keep away from him.
This round and the fight are almost over. They are over, both of them, the round and the fight. Boys talk to each other. Bobby Hughes going over to Frankie Benitez's corner. And now Benitez returning the compliment by coming to his and then walking around the ring. And you saw Paul Venti, the referee, marking his card. The referee and the two judges, who happen to be Tony Castellano and Bernie Friedkin, will do the deciding on a rounds basis. With a supplementary point system if the rounds come out even on an official's card. And now Bobby Hughes has the sombrero given to him by his brother Al. Oh, Al's got one too. I thought they used the same sombrero. Here's the decision, Jack Brammy.
Have your attention, please. The winner on a unanimous decision, Frankie Benitez.
Well, Floyd, I didn't think there was much doubt about who was going to get the decision. I think after around the 5th round, it was apparent that Bobby Hughes would need a knockout to win it.
Yeah, I would say so, Don.
We're supposed to get Ruby Ortiz and Sal Ramirez at this point, with Wilfredo Benitez and Larry Hafey to follow. We've got a new referee, Arthur McCanty, who was having a garden employee put some more rosin around the ring. The contestants for this semifinal bout have not emerged. Apparently they're on their way to the ring. Ruby Ortiz from Salinas, Puerto Rico will be wearing the yellow trunks.